Right, so this time, I guess, I thought about mixing things up a bit and doing a little turning. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn this and this into a smoker. So let's get cracking. But first, stay hydrated. Oh, cheers, Steve. Right, we'll start with the gas canister. Get the keg out of the way. This is a keg from my mate's wedding about 6 years ago. And I just drained all the beer that was left in it and it absolutely stank. Gas canisters, used ones, don't do what I'm doing. Be very, very careful. This has been empty for years. It's been completely open, the valve is completely out. And it has been filled with water and drained, and there's a hole here. So I know that there is no gas in here at all. Whatever you do, don't cut a gas canister open with an angle grinder, like I'm just about to do. So, theory is, you have a fire in here, the small fire, and we have the chamber above, and then we're going to have some form of chimney. This old bad boy exhaust will do just fine. And the idea is that you have this away from the fire, so smoke is drawn up over the thing you're trying to smoke and out the chimney. We need something to put in here to have the fire on. So what we've got is an old brake rotor. Now what's nice about this is that it is a vented brake rotor, so air can actually go in from the sides and up through to fuel the fire. So if we cut this around this seam, or roughly around this seam, and sandwich the brake rotor in between, we should get airflow to the fire. I have no idea. I've obviously never done this before, and I've obviously not thought it through, but we'll give it a go. Inside the brake rotor there is a great big hole, which obviously fire will fall through, so we don't want that. So I've just got an old saw blade and we can just put that in there. Air can still get through, the holes, the bolt holes, and there's a hole in the middle, but most of the air is going to be coming through the side vents in the disc. So we'll park that for now and we'll tackle the gas canister. I think the first thing to do actually is probably take the top off. So the keg is going to fit on top of here. I think my camera might have stopped down. This is what happens when you try and set up the whole thing in the shack. Let me just go to my other camera thing, see if it works. EOS, it's that one. Remote shooting, live view, and we should be back. And away we go. Right, we're back in action. Sorry about that. Yeah, I was just saying I think we should cut the top off first because that's where the keg is going to sit, and then we'll worry about getting the fire plate in as well. So obviously angle grinder is the only tool to do this. Put some safety specs on, put a tea towel over your work laptop because you don't want it to get covered in sparks, and we'll just go about taking the top off here. Obviously the bottom of the keg will be curved, so we're going to have to think about somehow translating that curve into here so it sits on nice. I've got some fire rope which we can use to seal it so we get a nice sort of airtight flow for the smoke, but we'll worry about that later. I suggest we just get this done because we've only got an hour. So let's go for it. flip it around and give you a bit of spark action, treat you, seeing as though it's a weekend. I know I probably need to keep saying this, but don't use an angle grinder without the guard on. The guard is here. I've had to take it off because I can't get in to the angle. But otherwise, you'd leave it on. And see, I told you there's water inside. It's all leaking out. You just got to make sure it's safe. Handy little handle there, give it a bit of purchase. It's just that bit there. So there we go. So as I mentioned, we'll maybe have to just contour that a little bit, depending on how well the little lunchbox, how well the keg sits on top of there. But now we've got that open, we can have a go at cutting down the middle. This will be a lot quicker and easier because this was on an angle, so we're actually cutting through more meat. This will take half the time. Don't hold me to that. through. Right, that's all the noisy stuff done now, I promise. Put that back in its place. That's hot and very, very sharp. I'm just going to take the edges off because the edges are very sharp and I'll end up cutting myself. Go. Job's a good one. So yeah, as I said, the idea is the health and safety police have no jurisdiction here. This is in my shed. So old brake disc covered in carcinogenic brake dust sits on here, and then this goes on top to cover the fire, and as I said, air will be able to get in through the rotors, through the vents in the rotor, and hopefully fuel the fire. So that's essentially the stove portion of it done. Now we need to think about attaching this onto here, and then a chimney here. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. So yeah, stove portion, smoker portion, chimney coming out of here, and then obviously we need some sort of legs. I've got a couple of bits of aluminium that we can just stick down there, bolt on, just screw through, be super easy. And we'll hopefully get this finished within the hour. I've also got an old tray out of, I think this was actually out of a fancy microwave, like a microwave with a grill, that's from years ago, which I don't have anymore, so it's of no use. But it's stainless steel, and that'll be perfect as a rack in the smoker that you can smoke stuff on. So I'll park that for now. Sorry computer, you're doing very well. A little bit of cider. Fantastic. Right, so obviously we need to get in to the smoker. Let's work out where these handles go to make life easier. Probably best like that. So the best way to do it, cut it across here, cut it across the back and hinge it. What I might actually do is leave all this bit intact and just cut in here, for the sake of you not listening to me grind for the next hour as well. And hopefully that tray, no, it's a little bit too big, so we might have to cut that down, but that's fine. So yeah, let's cut a little door in here that can open out, and we can rivet some hinges on the back. So let's be precise as always in the hatch shaft. Use a square. Where's halfway? That'll do. No one's counting. Just eyeball it. In case I didn't make it clear, this had like 6-7-year-old beer in it, and it really stinks. And I know there's still a fair bit left inside, so when we cut it open, I'm going to have to drain it out somehow. So we're going to cut there, and then let's cut, let's say, here for a door. Doesn't have to be crazy big. That's big enough. Same on this side. How big is your door? That's fine. The straighter we can get this, the better the hinges will work as well. So obviously we know this isn't going to be perfect, but we'll give it a go. Right, I need to change my blade because that steel, that was like 4mm thick, whereas this is aluminium and it'll just go right through it. So fresh blade. If I can find my grinder, put it somewhere safe, like on the floor. Glasses back on, and we'll just cut this little door in here. You don't get as many sparks with Ali. I'm assuming it's aluminium. It's just been really thick. Yeah, it's aluminium. But it tends to kind of chew up the disc, because what it actually tends to do is melt the aluminium instead of cutting through it. So it can sometimes get a bit sticky as opposed to loud and sparky, but we'll give it a go. And it's going to sound like a drum. It's like vaporizing the beer, and it smells really nice. It's like caramel. Now, there we go. Like I said, there's still a load of beer in it. Oh, it's so gross. At least it's light now anyway. I think that was once Estrella, which is delicious. So, look how it's chowed through that disc already. See what I mean about it getting kind of stuck. Let's get a nice fresh disc. There's such a thing. Yeah. So these are for stainless steel, so they're a bit tougher. So should be able to do both these sides. Obviously always use the correct tool to undo your angle grinder discs. Don't use your hand like me. Basically don't do anything that you see on this channel apart from staying hydrated, which is really good advice. Right, so I actually want this to be relatively straight, as I say, because then it will hinge properly. So I'll just use this as a straight edge. On this side, and we've got ourselves a little door. Obviously I'm doing it around the back so you can't see, but it's our little secret. This side doesn't have to be as precise because it's not the hinge side, so this is just where it will close. And what we might do is we might end up putting a little flap where the join is with some fire rope, and that way you could maybe get a latch and actually hinge it closed and get a smoke tight seal. But that is outside of the scope of this video. Right, so principle, door. Oh, there's a little rack, I forgot about that. There's a little, obviously the beer is at the bottom of the barrel and the gas is at the top, and it pushes it down up through that spout. But that's a perfect little thing for putting, like, I don't know, bacon on, or sausages or chickens or something, so I'm going to leave that in. And then we'll try and see how much of this we need to put in, if it'll fit or not. Not quite. I suppose we could do it like that. So we just need to take off basically the two back sections, and that'll be perfect. And then we'll rivet something in the back there that it can hook onto. And away we go! Smoke Town! Okay, so that side is the hinge side. So what I just did, but upside down. And the way we will do that, I will show you, is with a rivet gun. To line this okay. Comes that. As I say, it doesn't have to be perfect at this stage because we can put something over it that we can then seal. And because it's aluminium, it's quite flexible as well, so you get a nice tight seal. Hinges. Just generic hinges from the hinge bag, which is now a hinge box. Obviously, if you were trying to build this properly, you'd struggle to weld because this is aluminium, that's steel, galvanized, blah blah blah. Whereas if we just rivet it, it's no problem. So I think a hinge there and a hinge there, or maybe just one big fat hinge. Let's go for one big fat hinge. Or will that get in the way? I think that'll get in the way. I think we're going to have to do two. So, let's go for it. So, drill bit. Let's see if we can switch to that camera. I think it's just died on us. Let's soon find out. Click. Yeah, manual focus. Too right. Don't trust the robots. Drill bit's terrible. Let's get a nice fresh drill bit. This one. Rivet on, it says enthusiastically, and we can put more rivets in once it's fixed, but for now thank you Dandles for the amazing rivet gun, if you're watching. I don't know what to do with that hinge. Screw's not big enough. What happens when you change bits? Sorry for that noise, that was gross. No, screw's still not big enough. Bigger drill bit, please. What sort of time are we on? Half an hour. Flying. We're fucking flying, mate. Let's try that again. for now. Persuasion. There we go. We've got the door like that. As I say, we could put a latch on there at some point. Right, legs I think, and then chimney. So I reckon that's about right. Chimney in the top there. Boom. Job's a good one. I just need to very quickly we're coming back. No overhead shot, I'm afraid, Jeremy. I'm struggling enough as it is with just the just with these cameras. It's a bit ropey in the hack shack, trying to get Ethernet cables running to the house and stuff like that. So here we are. I suggest while we've got this up here, we do the chimney in the top. Where's my drill? Which I've got an actual decent hole saw. Just go right in there. It's basically just a video of me being really loud and noisy and obnoxious for a change. So if that's going in there, I need to drill about there. If you put your glasses on, you won't blind yourself. Hello, B. Crank that down a bit. This will be loud and annoying. Again, apologies. I think we need a bigger drill bit. Let's go for a 5. 6.5. These are pretty good. Apart from I've ground all the teeth off when I made the forge. Almost. I think what this needs is a bit of lube. idea being, that's your chimney. Look at that, beautiful. Look at that. Right. So, one last thing to do, and that's the legs. And then we've essentially got the skeleton of a smoker. So, let's just shift that out of the way for a second. I did actually bring a little towel and everything to clean up. Let's have a little tidy. Clean shop, hacky shop. There we go. So, this lives like this. Again, we could tack weld on the rotor to the bottom of this if we had enough time. Got a couple of bits of this for legs. Another one somewhere. Where could it be? I'd probably put it somewhere safe. If anyone can find a bit of angle aluminium. Oh no, it's this piece. I'm just going to cut it in half. I'm not going mad, I swear. Right. So, this goes on there. Like that. And as I say, we'll cut down into the gas canister to make that fit. And then these legs can go in here. In fact, I reckon we could get away with just one. What do you reckon? It's probably going to be a bit heavy. I reckon one will do it. By the time that's gone down in there, we'll drill through there. Do with another one of them. Let me have a look. Ugh. Let's go with one for now, and then we can work it out. So we need a leg. It's going to join in there. That'll be that way up. Top. Usually there. I know what you're all thinking. Use a punch, Al. It will make drilling a lot easier. I did used to have some somewhere. Never mind. This. Oh, live camera work. got I think it's like an 8 or a 10. What's this? That's a 10, which hopefully will take that bolt, and then we can bolt on the leg. I think we will need 2 legs at some point, but for the purposes of this, one will do. Increments, make life a bit easier for ourselves. That's one. I do like filming in here, it's just difficult with the tech. Jesus. There we go. Right. Let's see how shonky this really is. Some Spanish. Right, let's see what we've got to work with. That can go on there. Go on there. Need to work out some sort of hole in here. Once that goes down, I can go a little bit lower. Can anyone else spot the mistake? That the leg should be on that side. So same again on the opposite side. Give it a little whack. We've got 6 minutes. We've got 6 minutes left. Can we finish it? I think the answer's no. I think we can do it. I aim to get smoke flowing through this in the next 6 minutes. Come on now. Maximum effort. Oh, you can't see. I'm blocking my own shot. What do you reckon, guys? We're going to do it. How long? 3 minutes. 3 minutes to get a fire going. We can do it. Where's the top? Right. One leg. Wrong side. Bolt in. Leg on. Nut on. Tighten. Fire pot. We need some fire. Quick. Oh, I didn't drill the fucking hole. No! Right, 2 minutes to drill a hole in there. Come on, drill. You can do it. One minute and counting. No! There's enough, there's a hole. There is a hole. Well, there's definitely an a-hole. Right, so we just need something to lift that up. That hammer will do nicely. As well this fibre steel. There we go. This light on. Chimney in. It's too big for the shack. It's too big to fail. We're in. Essentially, that's a smoker. Oh. Turns out you can't build a smoker in an hour. Woo! Well, we tried. Thanks for watching. That's as good as it gets. I saw smoke. Everyone tune in to Heidi, who's up next. Whitehall Pottery. The link is in the description. Thanks a lot for watching.